on aging, faith, and what still matters. When you are young, you rarely look up. The world demands your eyes stay fixed downward on the schedule, paycheck, and urgent matters of survival. You are conditioned to race, to prove your worth, outperform yesterday, and build an identity on motion. And while your body accelerates through time, your soul lags quietly behind, waiting for you to notice it's been left out of the chase. You run endlessly from one goalpost to the next. A louder title, a house large enough to impress strangers, but too quiet to feel like home. A glossier, emptier image of the self you were told to chase. Always more, always beyond, but never truly here. You begin to wear your exhaustion like a badge of honor, as if being constantly depleted is evidence that you are succeeding. But then, inevitably, the momentum fades. The house becomes quieter than you ever imagined. The calendar, once overflowing, now offers blank spaces. And in that hush, a more profound question emerges, one you can no longer ignore. Was that all there was? What was the purpose behind the constant striving? The labels, the upgrades, the polished exterior never quite felt like it fit. Were those desires born from your soul, or scripted by a world profiting from your discontent? You begin to sense that you weren't only working for safety or comfort, you were also trying to stay one step ahead of something more terrifying: silence, stillness, and the truth waiting inside both. It is often only with age, when the world finally releases its grip, that the soul finds enough space to be heard again. And in that sacred stillness, you begin to remember, not through memory, but through resonance, the sense that what always mattered was never loud, popular, or praised. Not the trends, not the upgrades, not the chase, but presence, the kind that listens, laughter, the kind that heals, and connection, the kind that asks for nothing but your being. They say the old become like the young again. Perhaps that isn't a regression, but a return. Not deterioration, but restoration. As the ego softens and the noise recedes, the light that once radiated so clearly from your childhood begins to glow again, gently, from the periphery of your vision. You watch children play and feel an ache that isn't sorrow, but recognition, a sacred echo of the world you once came from and toward which you are now slowly moving, because they've only just arrived from where you are preparing to return. In this sacred middle space, no longer rushing, not yet departing, faith often returns like a long-lost friend, not the kind imposed or memorized, but the kind that rises naturally from awe, from humility, from the awareness of mystery. You begin to realize how little you control, and instead of fear, this realization brings a strange comfort, a peace born not of answers, but of release. And suddenly, meaning reappears, not in grand achievements, but in the quiet moments you used to overlook. A conversation, a sunrise, the sound of your breath in the morning. And for many, something sacred awakens, something that was never gone, only drowned out by ambition and noise. You begin to see that belief is not the absence of doubt, but the decision to stay open in its presence. And this nearness of the unknown, it doesn't come to punish or frighten you. It comes like a door opening gently back to what was always home. The soul does not age. It waits patiently, quietly, for the noise to fade enough to be heard again. And when it speaks, it does not accuse or shame. It reminds. It sings gently of the presence that has been with you all along. It whispers, you were never abandoned, not for a single moment. If you're in this season of slowing down, do not interpret it as fading away. See it instead as an unveiling, a clarifying of what truly endures. You are not becoming less. You are becoming apparent, more aware, more grounded, more true to who you were before the world told you who to be. And if you found peace in things that have no shape, no price, no proof, know that you are not deluded. You are remembering. Let the elder within you recognize the divine in the child before you. Let the circle draw closed, not as an ending, but as a return. And rest, not with fear, but with profound peace. I am here, and I always have been.